story recently concerning Meghan Markle and her disappearance, at the side of which she's normally surgically attached to her husband, the former royal known as Prince Harry. Lots of speculation as exactly why Meghan wasn't on the promotional trail. Exactly where did she disappear to? Had she dumped Harry to left him to face the fire on his own? As ever, though, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. I hope you're all keeping well. Whatever you're doing, keep fine and dandy. Thank you also for your kind comments about the story of the hugger. £75 for a hug. I know, we give them away free here. Absolutely. Can you imagine? But people will pay it, you know. I mean, they will pay it. Got me thinking maybe I'm in the wrong job. Yes. Who'd want that though? Let's be honest. You know, the bottom line is, I often think people just are, in these times of crisis and difficulties, people come up with all sorts of ways of making money. My motto is, if somebody's feeling a little bit down, a little bit fed up, show them friendship, kindness, and give them a hug if that's what's needed, you know. Why do you need to charge people? What a shallow world we're coming in. Ooh, don't. Let's not talk about shallow and Meghan Markle in the same sentence, so we'll get into trouble, won't we? Back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. Lots of people were stunned, you know, really by the absence of Meghan Markle on that promotional tour, particularly with the American slant of Harry doing Good Morning America, Stephen Colbert, and sitting down with their one-time chum, Tom Bradbury, from, of course, ITV. Let's not forget it was Tom that Meghan broke down to on that rehearsed speech out in Africa, where she said, not many people have asked if I'm okay, and struggling in that very Princess Diana mode of biting a bottom lip with some smudged mascara. You get the picture. Now, it's interesting because obviously, as we know, Meghan loves the limelight. But where did she disappear to? Why was she not by Harry's side? Well, there was lots of speculation, you know. It wasn't necessarily her plot. She didn't necessarily want to be involved. After all, they were trying to make out that she basically was the claw, as they've affectionately called her, and that the bottom line is she wanted to see if he wanted to do this alone. They didn't need to do everything together. But as ever with Meghan and Harry, it's down to money. And the bottom line is, basically, Penguin Random House were not paying for the services of Meghan Markle. As ever, we have to say allegedly. Let me explain, you see. Penguin Random House needed a lot of publicity. Obviously, they knew they couldn't try and sell the book to the nasty tabloids because Prince Harry was complaining about the nasty tabloids, so money lost there. But what they did hope for, at least, was for Meghan to step out with her husband, maybe to the Stephen Colbert show at the Ed Sullivan Theatre, to be by his side, to be seen as supporting him, that sort of thing. You get the picture. But then, you see, she didn't want to do it. That's because, according to a very good source, and rightly so, she's not contracted or indeed paid by that particular company to do that. They know together, being together, that they will generate a lot of headlines, you know, picture rights, that sort of stuff. It makes a lot of money. So in this sense, Meghan has obviously been very wise in keeping away, because that doesn't necessarily mean she's burning up her profile and her money-making scheme. Obviously, she's worth money, whether you like it or not. People will pay for that picture, that footage. Bottom line for Meghan moving forward is that she decided against it. Now, obviously, when she gets her own deal for her own book, that will play the same way again. She won't want her husband, Prince Harry, by her side. It will be the Meghan show. So whoever's advising them on this particular instance was possibly the correct PR advice, but not necessarily the advice and the hopes that they'd pay to Prince Harry for that mega book deal, as you can imagine. They felt with him and her stepping out together, that would have generated acres of more of press, brand new pictures dissecting what she was wearing, where they were, etc., etc. But for now, at least, if not Prince Harry, Meghan Markle knows her own individual worth, and as ever, perhaps she's saving that for money well spent. As ever, this is a breaking, rolling news story. When I find out more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.